Top. This is your boy E Money Boss.
This is Chad Visionaire.
And this is Top Hill episode 22.
22, yeah.
Damn. Like my man Rick Ross said. Okay. Right. Dang, man. Episode 22, bro.
Yeah, man. We came a long way, bro.
Okay, it's not that long. It's 22 is not that big of a number.
22 is a
long way. Welcome to another episode of Top Hill Podcast. I am your gracious host, E Money Boss, like I said. Mm-hmm. And we got another very special episode for you guys today. We got some
can't wait.
Amazing guests that's going to grace the studio coming in a couple of minutes. So make sure you guys hang tight. We'll introduce you guys to them. But yeah, man, how was your week, bro?
Oh, it was great. Yeah. I always have a great week. What about you?
Must be nice. This week it was eventful. I would say that. Like there was some up and downs. You know, I did go to the funeral this week. Yeah. R.I.P. Mickey. Also, might as well start off with this too. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, man.
Oh yeah, man, that's tragic, bro. Like he's only 20 years old. Like that's insane. He just pretty much upstart his career. Like everybody was checking for him. Yeah. And for that to happen is just crazy, bro. Like
matter of fact, you gave him a top album 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did.
For Meet the Woo
that was the hottest album out, like on the streets. Right, it's still the hottest album out right now. Like everybody's bumping it.
Yeah.
Like I was just at the literally like an hour ago. I was at the gas station. Somebody was bumping Pop Smoke. Like he was on his way, bro. Like
yeah, it's really sad. I mean, obviously, you know, when people pass away like that, that's when a lot of people start getting into their music. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, let me hear what this is about. His streams went up, you know, astronomically after he passed away. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm sick and tired of seeing this, man. Like.
Yeah, it seems like every time we do a podcast, we have to say rest in peace or something.
Yeah, like yeah, man. Like I talked to somebody this week, and what they were telling me is that, you know, our generation is really just starting to not get used to it, but actually starting to pay more attention to stuff like this. Like stuff like this happen all the time. You know what I mean? But like I think we're finally coming to the age where we're starting to realize that these people are like having more of an impact on our lives right now. You know what I mean? Like compared to when we were kids and stuff like that. Just kind of went over our head.
Just look at where hip hop, you know, has come. So of course we're looking at those type of people like in the hip hop culture in the black community. Like for that to happen, like, bro, like it's insane.
Yeah, and for it to come within, you know, rumored to be maybe his own folks, like might have been set up or something like that.
I believe so.
It doesn't make
I definitely believe it was a setup.
But I mean, when you a kid, you're 20 years old, you coming from New York. I don't understand how, you know, you have somebody coming all the way out to Beverly Hills looking for you unless they know.
To be honest, you know, he on his IG story he placed his location.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was smart. Anybody so-called in the streets, that's like street 101. Don't ever post where you at, especially somebody in your caliber.
Yeah.
That wasn't smart, but
I mean,
you know, we make mistakes.
Yeah, regardless of, you know, the situation, stuff like that. I mean, all we could do is just, you know, pay our respects to him, his family. I don't know what's good with TMZ, man. That's another thing too. Like,
yeah, they were on it.
They be reporting stuff before their families get involved, before they get the accurate information. They just care about pushing out the first news article, the first, you know, story to hit, but not necessarily making sure it's the most accurate. So I don't know what's going on over there.
There should be a law on that. Like that's just ridiculous. I understand like how media is, where you have to be, you know, the first person to be on top news or whatever. Like, I understand the concept of that, but some stuff is you just take it way too far. Yeah. So, yeah, it's not cool.
Not at all. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Gone too soon. Just really getting his career started. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we gotta stop killing each other. Yeah. Point blank. Period. Like, kings should not be killing kings. Period. So
he got me hip to New York drill music. I wasn't familiar with that, but to be honest, it sounds like UK music.
Yeah, it's grime. It's UK grime music, basically, just the New York style flavor of it. I remember I was asking you like, where did this actually come from?
Oh yeah,
when we were talking about this. Yeah, but I like this music. I think the first song I heard from him was Welcome to the Party. Then Gotta Take.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Yeah, Dior's a banger too. But yeah, Meet the Woo too, guys. I mean, obviously check that joint out. I mean, it's definitely a dope project. So
that's what's gonna be playing all summer.
Yeah. In other news, this is the last week of Black History Month. This year.
Man, Black History is all year.
Yeah, right? Fuck it. You know what I mean? I really don't care, honestly. Like, Black History Month, this is the last week, but honestly, like I said, when we first started doing this, I am Black 365, 24/7.
Oh, I know.
I ain't holding nothing back, you know what I mean? I'm proud of my melanin skin and my people and everything. So, yeah, happy Black History Month,
Yeah.
Make sure you guys get some facts up, study your...
I watched the new Malcolm X. I think it's a documentary on Netflix. Yeah, it's really good.
What's it called? Like, Who Killed Malcolm?
Yeah, Who Killed Malcolm X, yeah. It's really good.
I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm only on the first episode.
Not ready for that yet. All right. Ready for some music?
Of course.
Yeah, man.
That's my favorite part.
All right, so let's go ahead. We got a couple of albums that dropped this week, so we're going to talk about them.
What we starting with?
Let's start with the young boy that's never broke again, that I think played for the NBA with the long-ass name, with the still flexing and stepping on something.
Yeah, you talking about his name was NBA Youngboy at first, and his young boy never going broke.
Oh, okay, that's him? Oh, okay. Hey, look, I'm really big on the law of attraction and manifesting my destiny. So I understand the name, right? Like, Young Boy Never Broke Again. He's putting it into existence that he don't want to be broke again, clearly. But come on, bro. Like, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 7 characters in your name. And when I search you on Apple Music, that's a sentence. I don't want to type a sentence to look for your name. Like, that's a bit much. I feel English.
I think that would make something unique, like that name. Like, for real though. Like,
is it unique or is it like?
Or is it too much? I think it's unique. Like,
it's too much.
It stands out. It's a statement.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's the only reason. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, this album, you listen to it?
Yeah, I listened to it twice.
Twice? Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think of it? Chad Visionaire, listen to it twice? I couldn't do that.
The reason why I listened to it twice is because with this type of artist, it's not my particular taste in music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, I thought you said that. Yeah, bruh, like when I digged in the first time, I was like, you know how you get into music and you just doze off and don't even think about what you're listening about. So that's what happened when I first listened to it. Then the second time, I was like, all right, let me dig deep into it. So I'm listening and I'm trying to get into his auto-tune voice. Like, I don't know, it's weird, bro. Like, I really can't get into it, to be honest with you. The only songs that really stuck with me was the first song, the intro, and the outro.
Pull
up
the track list for right away. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, it just wasn't. There wasn't anything about it that really I gravitated to. It wasn't anything that was to me that made me want to listen to, or maybe like stay wanting to listen to it. Honestly, it was just.
Well, the first song and the last song, like I said, like from the first song, he had a story, and the last song, it was like I felt his pain, like. Even though I can't relate to it. I'm not in the streets like he is. Like pretty much all these songs is what he does. Like that's him.
Right.
So and he's young, so he's gonna talk about all he knows about. So, like I said, it's kind of hard for me because like I can't relate to it. I'm not in the streets like that. So I'm trying to tap into what his mind is like. And like I said, like the first song and the last song like kind of stuck out to me because.
Okay.
he was pretty much telling a story, and I like storytelling. So, and the rest of it was just like just a regular trap song to me.
Well, I'm glad he talked to somebody in the first song. He wasn't talking to me at all. Like I just
There was no song that stuck out to you. Not one.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, no. I gave it one listen, and then, like I said, we have 4 other albums that we had to listen to. So
I respect him though, because he continues to put out projects.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me of Wayne when Wayne kept putting project on project. Like he just released the
Yeah, I'll give you that, because I was confused, because I could have sworn an NBA YoungBoy just dropped a project like a month ago, and I'm like, he did. That's okay. So
that's why I do appreciate.
You sure
his
you don't
work
got a twin?
ethic.
You sure there's not 2 of them out there?
Nah, bro.
Is this one person? Y'all wildin'. Yeah. I mean, if you like NBA YoungBoy, or YoungBoy Never Broke Again, maybe you might like this. But,
the youngins mess with him heavy. Like I seen a tweet, it got like over 1 million retweets. So basically, they broke it down like this. Like, and I agree with it. So like, you got the 90s where people like Jay-Z and Nas, that's their top guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go into 2000s, Kanye and T.I. And then it goes into Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. Mm-hmm. And then we're going into a new decade. They put NBA YoungBoy.
Fuck out of here, dog. No.
Bro, listen.
Absolutely not. Like,
no, listen though. Like
no,
I said the same thing, but I'm looking at the thread and all these people that are 21 and under, they are repping him hard. Like they're agreeing with this. They're like, yes, this is the guy. So I'm just saying that to say like, we don't completely understand it, but
bro, the legends would never. Okay, like
you never know, bro.
No, listen, bro. Like. You're trying to put this man in the same caliber, like starting a generation of the next hip hop wave. When you had Drake, Kendrick, and Cole come out, even Big Sean and Wale when they came out, people knew that these people were serious about their raps, their lyricism. Right?
So you're saying he's not serious because he's got a different style?
I'm just saying
because he can actually really rap. I give him that too. He got bars. He got like He's
not a gatekeeper of his generation right now. He's not.
A lot of people will argue. That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought up that tweet, because a lot of people that are younger will.
How many projects does he have? Do you know? How long has he been out?
I'm not sure. I can pull it up.
But anyway, I will put other people above him. Like I feel like Uzi. Like there's so many other people that you can put ahead of an NBA or a YoungBoy Never Broke Again person before he comes up and like this nigga, like if he's in the DMV or the NBA, like he's like ticket number 111 or something like that. Like he's in the back. Come on, man, he's not even in the top 10.
I feel you. We're gonna let time say.
Here we go. Time will tell. It's Chad's favorite phrase. Time will tell.
Hey.
Time never. I don't get it. All right, can we move on?
Yeah, we're going to move on.
Because this young boy tired of talking to him. All right, so we're on Marlo. First and the third.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Okay, I didn't know him either, right? But
when he brought it to me, I was like, who the hell is Marlo? Like,
Marlo be spitting. Like this,
Baby.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told you. He be with Lil Baby and them. Like his flow is dope. Like the song that I heard, the first song, First and the Third, also the name of the album and the single. It has Future on there, and who else is on that song?
Baby.
And Lil Baby. And that song is fire. Like, that song gets me hyped, ready to go out. You know, this is one of those, like, I think guys that are going to give you those party records and stuff like that. You know, pretty much what Lil Baby, the baby, and somebody else's baby be talking about. You know what I mean? And I think it's a good addition to that style of music. Now the whole project, I get lost. You know what I mean? Like it's what? How many tracks? 14 tracks. I'm pulling maybe a smooth 3 or 4 songs out of this album.
I agree.
I mean, but I'm also willing to give this person another listen because I actually liked the project.
I like the production more than anything. And I feel like he's just he's basic to me.
And I want to do some more research on him too, because I feel like he's a producer. Like I feel like he started somewhere else in the music and then became an artist. Because this kid really just came out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere, and just dropped a project and got Future and Lil Baby and stuff.
But he don't separate himself. Like he real live sound like everybody.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you that.
Like, yeah.
No, he sounds general. Okay, if you wanna say that.
But my favorite song is
Dollar General Bars.
I like Lit as Fuck with Young Dolph.
Okay.
Young Dolph is like one of my favorite rappers right now.
Okay. Shout out Dolph.
Shout out to Dolph. Yeah, that's about it. That one, the one you was talking about. And Lonely Top, the beat on there was crazy. They could have just let the beat ride. I've been happy with that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good off that too. Hey, shout out Abe Nip. Appreciate it. He said the couch is baller. Yeah. All right. Shout out Miss America. It's nice as fuck. He was talking about the couch. Yeah, some new smooth shit for you guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got something to show y'all. I just want to show them the new toys.
Oh, go ahead.
So
look, guys, it's like you like a kid.
I am, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, look, bro, we got lights. Look, like I pressed this shit. Like I can change it to any color I want. Like
Toys R Us right now.
I really am, bro. Like this shit is fire. Like shout out to Will and Quality Touch Studios. Like, yeah, new sofa got lights and shit. Okay,
it's pretty comfy too.
Yeah, it's smooth, whatever. I don't like being this close to you though, but anyway. All right, you ready for the next jump?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. Lil got it.
Don't like it.
Superstar. This nigga.
And I put him on to it.
I know. That's what really is surprising me. You was like, hey, Monty, you gotta listen to this joke.
And you know me, I try to be nice and try to come up with ways to defend the artist.
And every single time you should be nice, you're not. Like, for the people that really deserve it, you just be trash.
Wait, you think this guy deserves it?
Yes. He wasn't spitting?
You must not listen to Lil Key then.
I mean, yeah, he has an Orange Soda song, right?
No, that's... You're talking about Baby King.
I mean, come on, man. Fix the names. Do it better.
Lil Key got, I think he got red dreads. He got red dreads, yeah. And he's under Young Thug.
Lil Yachty? I mean, I forgot Lil Yachty not doing red dreads no more. Okay.
Yeah, he's not.
Okay, anyway. So, let's get back to Lil Got It. What makes you not like this project? Because I would think you being a Thug fan, that you would really fall in love with this. Because I felt like this project was a great homage to Young Thug. Like, I mean, I know that he's a part of Young Thug's label. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that if there's somebody's going to sound like Thug, at least Thug is the one grooming him.
I'm glad you pointed that out because, and you say you haven't listened to Lil Key.
I mean, not like that, no.
Okay, so
I know who he is, but not. Really
Lil Key is like Young Thug, a little Young Thug, but a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And it took me a while to get it because when I first listened to him, I'm like, all right, this guy just sounds too much like Thugger. But I give it I always give music a second chance. So I did give it a second listen. And I was like, oh man, this kid is really dope. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned it in the last podcast. That's Gary V's one of his favorite rappers. He had him on his podcast.
Yeah.
But the kid is dope. I like his last project. And the reason why I don't like Lil Got It is because I feel like he's trying to sound like him. And I just found out recently they're brothers. Lil Got It and Lil Key are brothers. So it's their family. They're blood brothers.
But you're okay with his brother sounding like Thug, but you're not okay with him sounding like Thug.
No, I'm just saying, like...
They have the same DNA.
I'm just saying Lil Key, he was doing his thing first, and now Lil Got It is out. Like, he didn't bring nothing different to me. Lil Key brought something different to me, like the song Snake. Like, you never listened to it. Song Snake, there's another one, I can't think. It's called Ride the Wave. That's a really good one. But he brought, at least with Lil Key...
You mean the song Surf by Young Thug?
Huh?
You mean the song Surf by Young Thug?
No, I'm talking about Ride the Wave with Lil Key. But like I was about to say, like, he brings a little bit something different. Like, okay, I'm going to bring out Rodney Ricch. You remember he was kind of sounding like Young Thug in certain songs?
Not kind of, he sounds just like Thug.
I don't agree with you on that, but he brought something a little bit different. He's pretty much showed himself a little bit different than Thugger. So
Let's pull the track list.
Oh my god, what do you like about it? That's what I want to know.
I like the fact. I like.
What song do you like?
I can't tell you that. It sounded like a big ass Young Thug EP.
You gotta listen to Lil Key, bro. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so okay, give me what's one song that Lil Key done? What's his?
Ride the Wave and Snake. And there's a bunch of other songs I just can't think off the top of my head right now.
All right, well maybe one day, but this Lil Gotti album, I actually liked it. I think it was a decent project. It was a good listen. Yes, it definitely sounds like Young Thug, but it's okay because it's a part of Young Thug's label. And so if you're gonna bite, at least it's respectfully. You know what I mean? I mean they slime shit, they snake shit. You know they bite. That's what they do. Okay. But you okay? All right. We're not.
Nah, speak your mind.
I'm just really confused. Like I'm genuinely confused why you don't actually like this.
Because there's artists out there that are inspired by other artists, and they may come across like, oh, they're biting or they sound just like them. But if you really tune in, like I said, that's why I always give it a second listen, because your ear is not used to it. So when you hear it, the first listen, you're like, oh man, he sound like this person. I'm not gonna give him a chance. But if you keep listening to it, really dissect it, that's what good like music listeners do. I'm not saying you're not a good music listener, but that's
I know you're not saying that.
Yeah, but
I'm crazy.
I'm just saying like it's important to give it a second listen, because you might hear. It's just like when you listen to a Kanye album, you're not gonna get everything. You're not gonna hear all the instruments and what comes across. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're gonna learn new things with each listen. I would say that this sounded good enough that I would go back and listen to it again. Like I actually have fun listening to this project. Like it put me in.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it another chance.
Yeah, I feel like this is the kind of album you got to play in a certain environment too. Maybe like, you can't be trying to go to sleep and play this junk. Like it's not gonna work.
All right, what's the next one?
Next one. Big 14 fuck.
Oh yeah, your boy,
Trippie Redd.
Let me pull that up real quick.
So, if you guys don't know, Trippie Redd dropped an album called A Love Letter to You 4. Album is freaking crazy. I had him be top album a couple of weeks, and yeah, now he dropped the deluxe.
He did like 3 weeks in a row. He was tripping.
Hating that though. Anyway, Trippie Redd dropped the deluxe, and he pulled the same move that Thug did with his deluxe tape. He added the new music, put it in the front of the album. I actually like that style.
That's a dope concept.
I like that concept a lot.
I think more artists should do that.
Yeah,
it's more exciting.
It definitely is more exciting because you already know what the album sounds like if you listen to it before. It's like, okay, so here's this new shit right here.
Right.
And these new 8 tracks, I mean, honestly, is a whole nother album attached to an album. It's like a bonus album. You know what I mean? And I like pretty much all of it except for the super, rock screaming shit. I don't like it when
that one song, I know exactly what you're talking about. Where he just screaming the whole time.
Yeah, bro. I'd be like, bro.
I'm like, bro,
bro, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, like, chillax. I'm pull up on here for you.
That's his style though, like rock stars.
I mean, but he gives you it's like 80% that chill, like R&B, hip hop singing vibe, and then the 20% is like the fucking Grinch, and he's just like, I'm the fucking demon, I'm gonna eat your mother. Like, I'm like, whoa.
Yo, he's mad demonic, bro. That's another thing. That's why I can't really mess with him.
It's just the Grinch. It's just that one song. Not all of his music
is. There's a bunch of them, bro.
It's not that bad. That's like the only song that I just skip on there. But with this deluxe, you got the first song, I Love You, featuring Chance the Rapper. I thought that was a dope collab. Definitely did not see that coming.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought Chance was gonna ruin this song when I first.
Yeah, me too.
When it came on, I just didn't hear him on it, and then when he came on, I was like, oh, okay.
Is Chance worrying you a little bit?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Because from his last album, I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
yeah, I'm a little concerned.
I love my kids. I love my wife.
Stop it. Stop it. That album was just way too long.
That too.
But yeah, I mean,
he's trying too hard.
If he would have cut that in half, it would have been a more, received album. But yeah, besides all of that, all right. The next song, "The Way," featuring Russ. I love that song.
I like it.
And it's crazy. I don't even know who Russ is, but people fucking like Russ. Like
We seen Russ before.
I met him.
No, I mean we when we went to Rolling Loud. We seen him perform. Wait,
No.
yeah, we have.
You was at Rolling Loud?
Yeah, he was at Rolling Loud.
Which year?
I think it was the first year. Was it the first?
He white dude, right?
Yeah,
Only
long
white
hair.
Only white dude I saw was Post Malone and Mac Miller.
Oh no, I take that back. I seen it the second year with somebody else. Y'all went to go see. I think it was the Migos. It was somebody big, and then we ended up. It was so many people going to the Migos stage, like we couldn't get over there, so we went to the other stage. And Russ was there.
Russ was by
It was
himself.
just mad white people there. And I was like, I didn't know who Russ was at the time, and I was like, all right, let's just stay and watch. And he put on a good show.
I heard he was
And
decent.
I started listening to his music. His music's pretty good.
Yeah, I heard some people like it just blows my mind that he just never blew past my radar. Like he's just one of those artists that is kind of getting big and stuff like that, but I just never listened to him.
I feel like he's not. I don't want to say he's not part of the culture, but he's not talked about, like mentioned a lot. He's not in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like he has his fan base, like the white people, like. And that's it. Like black people, you don't hear black people say, "Yeah, you put that new Rest on." Like nobody's. I just keep it real, bro. Like
Russell Westbrook got an album.
hey, like nobody's checking for him.
All right, so Trippie Redd, Love Letter 4 Deluxe. Are you fucking with it or no?
It was cool. I liked it. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but I like it for what it was.
Pretty amazing, actually.
I like it for what it was.
All right.
What was your favorite song on it? The Way?
I like The Way a lot. I like Yellow too. Like that's the one. Okay, that's like medium screaming. Like he's like, it's like he's screaming together. Like you know what I mean, not screaming at me. You know what I mean? Like it gives me hype though. I would definitely say Yellow gives me hype featuring Young Thug.
I like this one. Koi, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Koi Smooth.
It's that beat.
Yeah. How It Was Raised was a dope one too, featuring Lil Tecca.
That was a good one.
I fuck with Lil Tecca too, man. Lil Tecca's dope. Lil TJ's dope.
I like this
like
OTF
those guys.
Nightmare joint, but I like
No,
if
that's
they would have took Trippie Redd off of
No.
it, just had G Herbo and Lil Durk, it would have been a good song. Trippie Redd ruined it. No, just state facts, bro. No, Trippie Redd, he's tight. You know I like
You can
Trippie
check your
Redd.
fact checker.
I'm just saying, Trippie, he ruined that song. He should have just gave it to them.
All right, Chad. So the Love Letter 4, what would you rank this out of 10? Or how about this? Do you think that this was necessary? Do you think it added or it took away from or did nothing for the album? These extra 8 songs.
I think it did not. I think it's just good bonus. Like it's fun for the fans.
Yeah.
But if they're talking about albums, like the critique albums, I'll take the deluxe out and just critique the first one that came out.
Which is crazy. Go get that. Last but not least,
Let's get it.
I'm excited about this one.
I'm actually in too. I already know what you're about to say.
Royce the 5'9"
Yeah.
dropped an album called The Allegory. And you guys probably didn't know that. Why? Because they probably don't want you to listen to it. Because he is talking that woke ass hip hop shit,
A lot
like
of gems,
classic. Oh my god! If you're a fan of Lupe, if you're a fan of Nas, if you're a fan of Killer Mike, if you're a fan of any one of those guys, you need to listen to this like immediately, expeditiously. Shout out T.I.
Let me read these comments on Facebook.
Okay, what's up? What's up, Facebook?
T. Ross said NBA YoungBoy is their Jeezy. And somebody named Juice Williams says Lil Gotta is hella hard.
Yes, he is. That's a good guy right there. I don't know about that Jeezy comment though.
That makes sense.
I
I agree with him on that actually. That makes sense.
I need to see a list.
That makes
of
a
these.
lot of sense.
I need to see a list of these new niggas in a row so I can pick which one belongs to who.
Well, think
but
about Jeezy in that era with T.I. and who was the trap
Gucci
star at that
Mane,
But Young Jeezy was too. He was
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, Jeezy.
Well, his first
Ross.
album alone.
Yeah, I love Jeezy. What you mean? Like,
And then just think about his track record.
Yeah, I'm saying Jeezy is too good for that. Like, I'm saying, like, Jeezy is that guy. Like, what you mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not an NBA YoungBoy fan, so you can't.
who?
YoungBoy.
Which one?
YoungBoy never going broke.
Again, or just not going broke for the first time?
You might even funny get no blood.
Hey, look. All right. Royce the
let's
5'9".
let's go back to Royce
My
the
man.
5'9".
Unless we got more comments. I don't even know. Open this.
No, let's go back to Royce the 5'9".
Open that up. Okay. All right. So Royce the 5'9" dropped this album. It starts off. I have to write notes on this thing. This is one of those albums that it's almost like reading a book, or really diving into like a movie or something like that. It's very cinematic, like a Good Kid, Mad City, like an Illmatic. He's really sets the tone, and with the first track, which is a clip from Derek Grace II. If you guys don't know who he is, he went viral for teaching his daughter how to, reload weapons, guns, teaching her how to pretty much become a boss instead of a consumer. Like, he was just teaching her some real good facts, and like a lot of things that they don't teach you in school and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, hey, if you had $1 million, would you buy a bunch of candy or a candy store? She's like, I'm buying a candy store.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
All the interviews were like that, pretty
Yeah.
much. He was teaching. Was it his daughter that he was talking to?
Yeah, so it wasn't Royce. It's Derek Grace II.
Okay.
And he was teaching his daughter. I'll show you some of the videos. He's the one. He has like all the tattoos on his face and stuff like that. Like, it's really dope what he's teaching his daughter and his family, and he's doing really well, very successful. He was actually on the David Banner podcast not that long ago.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely dope. So many amazing tracks on here. But I'm gonna have to start off with my favorite track, Black Savage. Featuring Sci-Hi the Prince.
I knew that was gonna be your favorite.
Oh my God,
I knew it.
if you don't know who Royce is, if you don't know where to start with this album, if you're not an album person like me or Chad, if you just want to listen to one song or whatever, go to Black Savage. You're welcome. After that, I mean, you got a couple other jokes on here. I Don't Age, gives you fire bars. I Play Forever. That gives you like that real old school classic rap shit. And then he's teaching you a lot of things too. I love albums that I can go in and learn something from. I didn't know the ice cream skit that came on, right?
Mm-hmm. That was really good.
Yeah. I didn't know that song, the Ice Cream Man song that all the, ice cream trucks play and stuff like that.
Did not know.
Did not know the original song came from Henry C. Brown, and the song is called Nigger Lover Watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
A song that was created over 100 years ago and produced by Columbia Records. Same song.
Wow.
And we're still using it. It's still that same song is being played in our neighborhoods, in our hood. That same song.
Every day,
and like every day in the summertime, you hear that and you want to go out and get ice cream, but you don't know the meaning behind that song. You know what I mean? It just, yeah. So this is a dope album. Teaches you a lot. You'll learn a lot from it. It's an album with substance. And I felt like we really needed this. I think Royce gives us the first woke album this year so far.
Okay.
Now, I was
Definitely
trying to figure out
need
who.
that.
Yeah, definitely need it. I didn't know who was going to give it to us first, but shout out to Royce, the 5'9". There's so many jewels on here. I don't have the time to go over all of them. But what'd you think?
I loved it, man. You know me, man. I like to move forward in time. So usually rappers like this that are under the radar are just about lyricists and bars.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of gets played out to me.
Mm-hmm.
But with this album and Royce the 5'9", like I was when you told me about it, I was just like, oh, okay, cool.
That's exactly what I saw at first.
From the first song, I was locked in, bro.
Yeah.
Like he really made me miss hip hop, like real hip hop music, like where it's all about the lyrics and the bars, and then the production was amazing as well. So I feel like anybody will enjoy this. Like, even if you're not into that type of music where it's about the lyrics.
There's records for everybody.
Yeah.
On this album for sure. Yeah.
And like you said, I just like how it just each song teaches you something. Like I got something new out each track.
Yeah.
I love albums like that. 'Cause I'm a fan of Lupe.
Right.
Like I'm still learning. Like every time I listen to Lupe, I'm learning something from him. So, my favorite song on there is Overcomer.
Fire.
Oh my God.
Fire.
Fire. Probably definitely the best verse I heard this year.
Okay.
Man, he went crazy. Like I want to read. Can I pull up the lyrics for that? Right?
I mean, you can
real quick
if you want. You got Google right there. Let's see here. We got any comments while you? Nigga, you just have to give me your code or something like that because. Yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think? Have you guys listened to any of these projects? Let us know in the comments if any one of these songs stood out to you guys or not.
My internet's tripping. I'm not even gonna worry about it, but that's one of the songs I think y'all should check out.
Yeah,
I
definitely say that's my strong second place. I do really enjoy Overcomer. It's really dope. All right, Chad. I'm going to make a decision. What's top hill this week, man?
Royce the 5'9".
You had to think about it, man. You need to check the notes.
Nah.
You know, we had
we're talking about albums, and I have to give credit where it's due. And he just really executed very well. Like, oh yeah, I got there was another song I liked on here. The last song, Hero, where he talked about his dad. I think that was a big one.
Yeah, that was dope. That was definitely dope.
Yeah, I had to mention that. But yeah, Royce the 5'9", like
real hip hop album. Check it out. Yeah, that's a no-brainer for me too. It's gonna go to Royce the 5'9" this week.
And this was better than M and Lil Wayne. Just point that out. I gotta point that out.
Why'd you bring them in here? We was having a good pod, and then you just want to go disrespect me.
And after this album, I'm gonna have to slice this. This bruh, like he's top 10 lyricists right now. Alone, top 10.
I need
this lyricist and bars. We're not talking about, because you know he's underground. He said it in his songs, like, I'm not trying to be mainstream. Like, he knows his lane, and I respect him for that. Like, he wants to be the best. He has the best pen out. I'm gonna give him that out right now. Nobody's touching him with his pen. I'll get that to him. That's how confident I am with this project.
Kendrick Lamar.
It's been a while since he dropped something, bro.
All right.
It's been a long time.
I mean, there's just so many people. Like, you're saying of all time, or you're saying of living people, with like, because Jay-Z's still breathing. Nas still out
I'm talking about, like, let me clarify. Yeah. Just recently. I'm not talking about all time. Recently. But and I'm just talking straight lyrics and bars. That's it. Like, his pen game, like, ridiculous.
Okay, yeah. Let me not be disrespectful. Royce is definitely has a sharp pen. I don't think anybody wants to.
It's so many verses that will go over your head. Like, you have to research.
I had to listen to this album
his metaphor,
more than one time. This is one album I had to listen to more than once. Cause when I first heard it, I was just like, what? He did not just go there. Someone needs to protect this man. Like, for real. Like, yeah, because
he's super intelligent. Like,
yeah,
he's up there, bro. Him and Lupe, like.
This is an album you want to listen to with Rap Genius on the other tab.
Yeah, they're gonna dissect this.
So you can digest it. Yeah. So that's it for me. Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
Top Hill. Damn, me and Chad agreed this week. That's weird. Okay, that's gonna do it for the first half of Top Hill. Now we better get into the second half. Y'all ready for this?
I'm excited.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. Make sure you guys don't go too far. We're going to have some guests gracing our studio. Can't wait to introduce them to you guys. So, yeah, tune in. All right, Top Hill, we out. Coming to you live from Quality Touch Studios. It's your boy, E-Money Boss.
You serious right now?
And Chad Visionaire.
Are you serious?
on Top
This is
Hill
how we
Podcast.
started. This is how we really started.
Sponsored by
Okay, this is
Anchor and Quality Touch Studios. No? Okay.
No.
Top. Top Hill, episode 22, part 2. I'm your money boss.
And I'm Chad Visionaire.
Sometimes.
All the time. Bro.
But yeah, what we tell y'all?
Oh yeah, second half.
Second half.
Special guest.
Halftime.
Very special guest.
So we have a group of individuals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they already have a really interesting resume already. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they're all three talented filmmakers, writers. They're going to tell you all about themselves. So let's just introduce them.
And
Let's bring
without
them
further ado, you got actors, film writer,
Yes.
producer, directors. Give it up for... Introduce your guests, Chad.
Alanna, Deaize, and Indigo. Let's
Hey,
go!
hey, welcome. What's going on, guys?
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Excellent.
Good. Welcome to Top Hill Podcast. You guys excited?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
I'm a little anxious.
A little anxious? Hey, well, look, we are so happy to have you guys here. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Well, first of all, let's introduce you guys, yourselves individually. We'll start with the lady right here on the left.
Hello, my name is Alanna Hunt.
My
Oh,
bad.
I didn't know you just pick up. My bad. Deaize.
Deaize.
Indigo Artis.
All right. Hey, so, and you guys have just created a short film, right?
Yes.
And what's the name of that short film?
Penmanship
And where can they find that at?
on YouTube. Just type in Penmanship the short film.
Okay.
It's gonna be underneath my profile. First thing that pops up.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
important.
That is-
That's very
facts.
important.
But you gotta type it in correctly
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first. You know what I'm saying?
So it's
The
not,
short film.
it's not like anything like general, like Young Boy Never Broke or something like that. We're just-
Chill.
Stop disrespecting
All right.
us.
All right.
That
Come on.
generic though.
All right.
Kill.
We off that. All right, so I know we got a couple of questions
Definitely.
for them. I'll just start off with Alanna. What made you want to be a part of this project, or where did this evolve from?
Well, at the top of 2019, January 2019, a mentor of ours, me and Deaize, his name is Joseph Marshall. He's also
Shout out to Joe.
he's
Shout
also a filmmaker. He took us to go see If Beale Street Could Talk by
okay.
Barry Jenkins.
Dope.
I cried the whole movie
Mm.
because it was just so good. So then after that, we went out to lunch. We was eating quesadillas and stuff.
Mm.
Joe was like, "So what y'all want to do? Y'all want to be filmmakers that act?" I said, "Why not both?"
Okay.
He was like, "Okay, well, I'm a challenge y'all to make a short film." I didn't have a clue where to begin with that. So he was like, "Y'all want to do it separately or make it a collaborative effort?" I was like, "I think it's wise to do it as a collaborative effort first because we don't know what we're doing."
Right.
So yeah, that's how it came about.
It's dope. Yeah, I think definitely when you collab with people who are all like-minded and stuff like that too, you get to build off of each other's energy, learn from each other's mistakes, and grow at the same time. Yeah.
I got a question for all of you. What made y'all get into like filmmaking and acting? What made y'all want to do that in the first place? 'Cause that's
Let's
for
go
all
with-
of y'all.
Let's start with Deaize. We can just ask Alanna that.
Okay. So for me, I've been involved with acting since 5th grade. It started in the drama club in 5th grade, and I got a villain role. I was Pig Ear Pete. I never forget that. I forgot the name of the joint. I think it was like Gold Rush or Gold Mine or something like that. And I fell in love with it. It was fun. Like I felt like important. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like it just was like it was really real to me. And ever since then, it progressed. I got into performing arts middle school and high school, and my love just grew for it. You know what I'm saying? And then now that I'm an adult, like I didn't want to drop it but you gotta, find a means to, make a career.
Right.
And me, I'm all about, people coming to you, you know what I'm saying? Like bossing, providing.
Right.
You dig what I mean? And I think independence is what we kind of latched onto Joe for. He kind of like, introduced that to us, introduced that lane to us, and we just picked it up and moved with it.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Indigo. So, is this one of your first projects that you worked on, or have you? Is this something that you've been doing for a while?
So it's my first film.
Okay.
It's not my first time acting. I've done plays before. My whole family is surrounded with everything in theater. My mother's a theater teacher.
Dope.
So same with Deaize. Went to a theater middle school. Went to a theater high school. So.
Her mother actually was my teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
See,
So you already
I grew
knew
up
coming
on
up.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
this is about to be what it is.
Yeah.
So because you guys are so multi-talented, and I know Alanna, you touched on this briefly. It's like, hey, why not do both? From doing this project, what was your favorite part? Was it the acting? Was it the directing, the producing, the writing? Which one did you feel like you fell in love with more?
My favorite part was screenwriting.
Okay.
Because that just seems like something. At first, it seemed like something that couldn't be done.
Okay.
Ever since I was a child, I've been kind of fascinated with film and cinema.
Okay.
Didn't know how to necessarily go about it. I also went to a theater performing arts
Okay.
middle school. I went to Thomas Pullen. They went to Benjamin D. Floyd's.
Okay.
I didn't go to Suitland High School. I went to Charles Herbert Flowers High School.
Okay. So flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But screenwriting seemed like the most challenging part.
Okay.
Seemed like something that is like so far-fetched. Like, oh, nobody in my caliber could do that. And once I did it, like I have 2 other screenplays already written.
Hey, speak that shit.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's dope. So you fell in love with the challenge. It's like, okay, this is something that, in the back of your mind, or maybe somebody might have said, like, you can't do this, or this felt impossible. And when you overcome something like that, it feels like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, most definitely. And also, like, I'm a hustler, dog. Like, like if somebody put me to a challenge, I'm going to do it.
Right.
And I did it. And I'm proud of myself. I got the grit. I got the drive. And yeah.
What's some of your inspirations with filmmaking and actors, anybody in that field?
We'll go with Deaize. Oh, yeah. I see you picking over here like, that for me?
Inspiration. So, it's typical to say
Denzel
Tarantino,
Washington.
Denzel Washington, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay respects to the greats, obviously.
Right.
But I think for me, some of my more, I guess, low-key or question debatable influences would be Will Smith. It's funny, me and Go was just having that conversation. I just feel like he's so underrated. It's almost to me, I feel like it's no part he can't play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's something that I aspire to do
Right.
eventually. As far as direction goes, I think somebody low-key, I was talking to my father about Jerry Bruckheimer.
Okay.
Real low-key, I'm telling you, he's done a lot of Disney movies, so he doesn't get that much respect, you know what I mean? But I think from just a putting pieces together and seeing where things fits into a story, I think he's one of the best. You would obviously have to check out his work that's not Disney related to find that out. But yeah, Bruckheimer for sure. Yeah, but those are a couple. It's more, but
I'm glad you brought that up, because back in my job, we used to have this debate, right, of who was the best actor, and everybody has their opinions, obviously, right? It's opinion based, but the 2 actors that always came up is Will Smith or Denzel.
really,
right? And
really,
for me,
facts.
I'm going off from what you said. Will Smith is so versatile. He could just fit in so many different roles.
It's a proven fact.
Yeah, you could be a Hitch, a Hancock, a I Am Legend. You know what I mean? So many 7 pounds. There's so many different roles.
Facts.
Pursuit of Happiness, and then you got Denzel Washington.
That's a good do the same thing.
I feel like Denzel Washington has perfected that role. like that certain role. I hate to put him in a box,
Facts.
but he's kind of in the box. You know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
He's not in a box where you know what kind of film you want to see Denzel in,
Yeah,
because
okay.
you know he's going to body it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
That's what sells.
I see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, from was it the Train movie? Like, I think you do 2 Train movies. John Q.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He did one with John Travolta.
Right.
And another one,
He was conducting a train, though, and
Yeah.
it kept running or something.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was
Yeah,
confused. Like,
I
is
remember
this the
that
same
one.
movie?
Right. Facts.
I love Denzel.
Let's go around. So Indigo, what about you? Who is? It doesn't even have to be an actor or a director. Anything that inspires you. It could be a quote, a song, a person. Whatever.
So, top is Denzel.
Okay.
Second is Viola Davis,
Shout out
Meryl
Viola.
Streep, Jessica Lange. I think the work ethic is what I like about each and every one of them, because they're true artists. I like, they're really in it. I think acting is, and directing, everything seems very like it's just fun.
Yeah.
And it's not all about just being fun, like it's hard work.
Yeah.
And they speak on that about the hard work. Denzel's a businessman. I love that
Yeah.
about him. Like, he's not on the scenes, and he tells you why he's not on the scenes, and that's why he's so successful.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, that's like the glue, right? That keeps everything going. Like, one of my favorite things about Denzel is not even like some of his acting. Like that one speech that he had.
Oh.
That, what was he? I
I
forgot what award
listen
he
to
won.
it every morning.
Do you
Yes.
see? I love that. He was just like, get up, see you guys at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm inspired. You
Yeah.
know, it's super inspiring individual, man. Chad, what else you got?
Somebody got a question
Okay.
for you guys. Do you need a good memory to be an actor or actress?
Yeah.
I feel
Yes
like you
and
do.
no.
Yeah, I was going to say no too.
Some people, like, lines wise, or like, I think some people have, it takes time for some people. Some people get it. I just happen to know how to learn my lines, but others don't
Yeah,
do that.
I feel like I think when some people who've never done acting or anything like that, when you get a role and he's like, okay, this guy's in the whole movie, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to read this whole book and be able to say it all verbatim, like, or is it like scene by scene, like, hey, just know this scene by this day and then you move on type?
It depends how you run it.
Okay.
Like, it depends on, your direction and what your cast decides. But I was just going to say that for me, the reason why I feel like anyone can act, like, that was a part of our conversation too. This is crazy. Like, why is this intertwined so much?
Yeah.
But like, just because you act doesn't mean it's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as far as memorizing things goes, is for me, it's like, it just depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as like work, or like, it just depends on how you look. Like, if you look at it as something like a job, or like something that I have to do, then it's not going to feel as real.
It's not
but when you
it's not
embrace
for you.
it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
Like,
starts-
it just
starts
depends on how you
to-
look at it.
It starts flowing.
That's dope.
Straight up.
Yeah, that's
like that.
It's dope. I feel like every artist feels the same exact way about anything. Like what Chad was about to say. Wale just had an interview with Joe Budden, and they kind of got into it because Wale's like, why don't you want to rap no more? And Joe Budden, because like, I don't have fun doing that shit. I don't enjoy doing it. He doesn't enjoy writing lyrics anymore. And Wale's like, well, that's therapeutic for me. Like, why is it not therapeutic for you? But literally everybody is different. You know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Well, they say also treat it like a job as well, with the industry part.
Yeah, well, it's a music business, so that's,
Thanks.
you gotta deal with the business part. So let's.
There's another question.
Oh, yeah,
The questions are coming in a lot.
Okay.
Is there a community of people of color interested in acting and help with casting?
So I guess they want to know, like, is there anyone that? Okay.
I know a casting director. I don't know her, but I know of her. Her name is Robbie Reed, and she's done a lot of casting, directing for a lot of BET projects.
Okay.
If you look it up on Instagram, I am Robbie Reed. She does a lot of stuff. Lee Daniels' sister, Leah Daniels, she's a casting director for a lot of his projects too.
Oh, dope.
I actually met Leah Daniels and Darius McCrary. Darius McCrary was on Family Matters
Okay.
with Jaleel White.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
met them at a Young Actors program summer of 2018.
Is that the girl that played Laura?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Family Matters.
Yeah, from Family. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
she from here. She from Brandywine.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Robbie Reed and Leah Daniels are for sure two solid casting directors,
Okay.
black casting directors that I am aware of.
Dope. Appreciate that. See?
Got another one. How do y'all feel about black actors being accepted for their work?
Being accepted.
But
Yeah, being accepted for
Can I-
their work.
can that be a little bit more clarified? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can see if we can make it a little bit more clear, or just how you interpret it. You know.
oh, okay, I can answer that perfectly. I saw the photograph with Lakeith Stanfield and
Okay.
Issa Rae. I thought it was phenomenal.
Okay.
I saw a lot of black people saying it was boring. It was boring. It was dry.
Mhm.
Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
If all these mediocre white love movies come out
Right.
and they do
That's a
just
good point.
fine, I have no problem with a black love story just being boring.
Right.
Ain't nobody curse each other out. With no baby
Right.
mama drama. With nobody cheating. Not once in the film did Lakeith's character or Issa Rae's character raise their voice with each other. Everybody remained respectful. This is stuff that you don't see too often
Right.
within a romantic situation
Right.
with black people on screen.
Yeah.
It was a simple problem solution love story, and I loved every part of it. And it's just like I don't have a problem with it. Like, and if that's considered mediocre or like boring to some black people, just because it wasn't drama filled, well, you know what? I'm more excited for more mediocre and boring black love films then. So that's my answer to that
Hey.
question.
Hey, respect. I love how you broke that down because, yeah, I'm tired of the super black stereotype. You know what I mean?
Right, like,
Because, you know, obviously, when white people come in and they want to do a movie about this, they're going to be like, well, this is popular. Oh, this is funny, and let's just highlight that. And it's like, okay, well, not all of us are like that.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
okay to. We're very complicated people. You know what I mean? We're not all the same. So give us that diversity. Let us be able to do and create what we want, how we want it. Because, yeah, we can have a nice, boring black love story. It'll be dope.
Sounds like penmanship in a nutshell.
Hey!
Real simple.
See
You know
how you
what I
plug
mean?
that in right there?
Yeah, you gotta plug it. You know what I mean?
So let's just get right into penmanship, okay? This is why we're here, right? What, for the people who don't know what this is, just if you guys could just all briefly just describe what this film is to you guys and why they should watch it.
This film was almost like a love letter to myself. It's what I want for myself one day. It was a declaration of what is far from the norm of what we see between two young black people. It's my first project, man. Like, it's my baby.
The
you know?
baby, yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm pressed that I got it done, and I'm happy that I got to do it with someone that I've known for a long time and who I'm close with.
Appreciate that.
That's dope. Deaize, what's this film mean to you, man?
Oh man, it's really my first step into the career. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Oh, that too.
that's
Yeah.
for me. That's the number one takeaway. I think that was what scared us a
Yeah.
little bit too.
We were petrified.
Yeah,
I know I was.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. There was moments where certain things felt a little bit too heavy,
Right.
or like, what's the next move? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having like, but I do again gotta shout out my guy Joe because
Yeah.
the direction is what we needed. But anyway, let me answer the question. Yeah, I just think that for me, it's just a story of what the honeymoon phase is like
Okay.
in love.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think the expectations of getting with a person from your initial meetup is basically what we highlighted in our film.
Right.
And it's funny because it's like the way that like we put it together is like it's a relationship that's basically been there the whole time.
Right.
It just took them some time to really accept the
Get
fact
it
that, you know what I'm
together.
saying?
It's
You know
kind of
what I'm
like that
saying?
fork in the road. It's like, okay, here's the friend zone, or here's the next
Facts.
the next road.
Facts.
It's like you
Right,
literally
you
stand
gotta-
in front of
And,
that.
and
Yeah.
also, do you want to take the risk of even going that route with a friend?
Right.
Because if it don't work, now the friendship ruined. Now
Yeah,
y'all
exactly.
want to talk to each other. Now
Right.
y'all hate each other. Don't want to speak.
Right.
Or
That's
that.
real.
Yeah, that's
That's
real. Because like you said, you can pull up to that side and be like, I'm gonna turn around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down that road.
Right.
Indigo. So, how was this film different from your play history? So, like, I know you said you went from play to now doing a short film. Was there any differences, challenges that you had to face?
It was quick. Everything was very quick. I didn't have much time to figure things out. We spent enough time rehearsing, but everything went quickly.
happened
Being in
very
front of a
fast.
camera is terrifying for
Right.
me. It was
Right.
like, that's the one thing. But yeah, it was very quick. I think that was
Okay.
the biggest change.
Any more questions, Chad?
Oh, I want to hear their music thoughts.
All right. I know Chad's all anxious about the music and stuff, but
Nah, let me give him one more question
okay.
that I asked all the guests that come on here.
Okay. It's like, no, what is that?
Where y'all see yourselves? And like, I hate giving that general, but where you see yourselves in your career?
Chad's a visionary, so he's like, I
Yeah.
want to see what he would basically wants to know.
Realistically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your vision.
Wait, are you gonna give a time span like 5
Yeah.
years?
No time span. Just what do you want out of this? Being a filmmaker or actor, where you see yourself in the future?
Realistically, I'm 21 now. In 5 years, I'll be 26. Spike Lee was almost 30 when he put out
Do the right thing.
She's Gotta Have It.
Ooh,
That's the first one.
She's Gotta Have It was his first film.
Yeah.
History lesson.
Thank
He
you.
was-
I definitely got that wrong.
Me too.
Doggy points.
He was almost 30.
Mhm.
John Singleton was 25 when he put out Boys in the Hood.
Wow.
So I'm just thinking to myself, this stuff happened 30 within the time frame of like 25 to 30 years ago,
Yeah.
and they had less resources then, and they made it
Right.
happen. Me at 21 now with a lot more resources to just pick up a camera and go.
Mhm.
I feel like, and this is not trying to take away what they contribute or
Right.
what they did at their age.
You have to
or
break
what-
that barriers.
But right, but what I can do at 25, thanks to them, can probably go far beyond what they were able to do at 25,
Right.
going towards 30. So when I'm 26 years old, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have shit shaking.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
yeah.
me?
Sky's the
Like,
limit. I hear you.
that's just how I feel. So yeah.
I feel like they want us to do that too. They want to pass that torch on because, you know, black excellence. Why not? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like we had to work twice as hard to get. You know, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Deaize, what about you, man? What's your vision? We're gonna stick with the 5-year.
Okay,
plan.
yeah.
Deaize.
I felt like it was gonna be 5 years, but nah, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. 5 years is it's too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm a right now guy. You know what I mean? I think to what I want to get out of the entertainment business is to become a mogul. You know, I want to make it mine. You know what I'm saying? When you think of this is a hip hop podcast.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? So when you think of music, the first person that you think of, as far as successful in every arena, is Jay-Z,
Yeah.
right?
Period.
That's what I aspire to be in the
Right.
acting field. I want to be the greatest of all time. Like,
Right.
I want to be the best actor. I want to be the best director, the best writer. Like, I'm borderline, obsessed with it in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
And, I think for me, though, it's more important to not only, elevate myself, but bring up people with me. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the biggest thing with this piece is to have like-minded people involved
Yeah.
that really want to, go to the next level. Like, I want to start my own production label, you know what I'm saying, for that very reason, just to, see the talent in people that they might not see themselves,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, to be like, you got something in you, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? You just need somebody to,
Guide you.
guide your vision, just like
Yeah.
for, how Joe did for me,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's something that you take to pass on. It's
Exactly.
literally for you to pass on.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I feel like the more successful people, they realize that you start to know that the most successful people are always plugging somebody else in.
Facts.
You can't be
Facts.
that successful holding
By
up all
yourself.
your success by yourself.
of course.
Like, look, that's craziness. You know what I mean? Jay-Z has his proteges. Diddy has his proteges.
Diddy, that's another one. Yeah.
And Diddy was a protege himself.
Facts.
But because before there was ever a Bad Boy Records, he was interning for Andre Harrell.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that. And that's another thing
I
about
didn't
me.
know that. They see me putting it on.
He used to stalk him. He used to like run up and down, like
Literally,
wait in
like,
the pizza shop or something like that, waiting for him to come outside.
Listen, y'all, like I'm like really like almost radical about this kind of stuff. But I don't play when it comes to the arena of hip hop and film, you know, because I push that pen too. So does Deaize.
Okay.
So we don't play about stuff like this. Like
definitely threw that plug in there. I love it. Keep it real.
Let me tell you.
We do it all.
Let me tell you something. I was reading the script, and you know, all the narrated poems that you hear, Deaize and I wrote that. That very last scene, Deaize wrote that. I said, damn, brother, I
didn't know you had it in you.
No, not that, but Deaize be like, I'm not intimate, I'm not poetic. But Deaize can spit though. I'm like, if you can spit, you can write a poem. Just because you not ushy gushy, that don't mean you don't got it in you. So when I read that unrequited love, I said, nigga from Deaize?
Right.
Because when is Deaize romantic?
Right.
Like, damn. So, you know.
She is killing me. That's crazy.
No, but like, Deaize, I know Deaize since I was like 13, 14 years old.
Thanks.
All those years I've known him, he's been very like flat and monotone. That's not a bad thing. He's just, you know, he's just kind of, hey Deaize, how are you? Oh, okay, I'm good. Deaize, how's your day? Oh, Deaize, how's your day? Oh, okay, I'm fine. You know, like, and so when he wrote that, I was like, wow, this is beautiful, man. I was so proud of him.
Dope.
Appreciate that.
That's dope. But, and it's like one thing that I learned by even just doing this podcast, right? It's like when you take that first leap into something that
it's so scary.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But once you do it though, it's like, oh, that's it.
Right. And then it's like I gotta do it again.
Yeah, and it's like,
you know,
I gotta do it again. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Because you know, me and Chad literally we just came up with. We were just talking. I mean, we had like probably 2-3 hour long conversation in the car. He's like, "Dang, bro, someone should be recording this right now." You know what I mean?
That's usually how it begins.
Right.
You know,
And literally just that light bulb right there. It's like, okay, we're gonna do it. And then when we do it, we meet, you know, we get the studio, and it's just like things that start falling in line.
Yeah.
Because
that's how you know it's your pathway.
Exactly.
You know? That's how you know you're in your lane.
Exactly.
That's a big part of it too.
Big facts. Indigo, we didn't forget about you.
Of course not. Of course
He's
not.
not. Superstar.
I think I'm just coming into 20. Like I just hit 20. So I think that I'm looking at life differently now, trying to figure out what I want to do, putting my dreams into actions now. When Deaize called, I was talking to Deaize one day. I checked up on him, and he called. He told me, he was like, "Hey, I got this film." I was like, "I'm gonna say yes right now."
Right.
I'm scared. I don't want to do it. I was like, I don't want to do it.
Right.
But when you call me
She
back,
actually
make
said
sure
that
I
too.
do it. Like,
Right,
you know,
right.
and it's so, I'm kind of in that process of trying to figure out, like, okay, you got to take this step. You're not, the fear, you got to leave that behind. You're going to be scared.
Right.
But I see myself, I want to make a career out of it.
Okay.
I want to eat off of it.
Yeah.
I live theater, breathe theater, everything. Theater and then transition into film. I got to start at theater first. And then
I got you.
But
Because that's home, right?
Yeah.
So.
Foundation for everything.
I love theater too. I was in the performing arts building today at my school. I was like, damn, I ain't been in a place since like 8th grade.
Kill
Like,
it.
no, seriously, I was like, theater is a different ballgame from film. Like, that's that grunt, blood, sweat, and tears when they come to theater.
It's boot camp.
Literally, and it's so crazy. That's all of our foundation.
Yeah,
is doing plays when we was 10 and 12 years old.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then you got to perform that live, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't, ain't
One
no
time.
cut.
And and that's where you learn how to, memorize lines and get it to all that.
Right.
When you love it though, it's like it don't even feel like,
It
because I know what it looks like. But I'm
Right.
telling you, when you're on stage, it's a different feeling, and when you're doing
It's
it.
adrenaline.
Y'all
It's
know
a
what's
different feeling.
crazy? My 8th grade play.
Mm-hmm.
It was called The Bully Plays, and I played a little
Bully
girl.
Plays.
Yes, I played Thomas Pullen Performing Arts School. Shout out to everybody who went to Thomas Pullen. Okay, our play production was actually held in Suitland High School's theater.
Kill.
And unfortunately, because I hated middle school so much, I wasn't really like, I hated like the politics of middle school.
Yeah.
But so I didn't take.
Ghetto.
It was so ghetto. Like, I wanted to get out of middle school so bad. But middle school was rough for me. I did enjoy theater, but like the environment of middle school was rough for me, so I didn't my passion for acting really didn't kick back again until like 11th grade.
Okay.
So I used to beat myself up. I was like, damn, like I could have went to a performing arts school for high school, but no biggie. I'm here now.
Right.
But it's just so crazy how like my 8th grade production was actually held in Suitland High School.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh damn, I could have went there for theater. But like I said, no biggie. No biggie.
No regrets.
Right.
No
No regrets.
I'm gonna say this about you guys short film. Then we gotta get into the music. We gotta bring you guys into Top Hill.
Facts.
I can't wait.
Top Hill.
Hey.
Shout out.
Talk.
I want to say that too, yo.
That's love.
That's love, man. I'm gonna say when I watched Penmanship, one word stood out to me, and it's just screaming in the back of my head: poetic. It was just a beautiful poetic film. Honestly, when Ted told me this was you all's first film, I'm like, huh? like
That's love. That's love. I appreciate that.
I'm like literally like they did. Okay, I'm looking at the credits and I say, okay, I see your name more than once. I see this. Okay, you did this. And this is your first film. First of all, congratulations for tackling that. And like you guys said, this is the baby right here. And with this, it's like, okay, you now created this. Now, continue.
Build it up.
Yeah.
Just keep building. You know what I mean? Don't stop for nothing. You guys look like you guys are all passionate about this, and I know I just met you guys, but I'm just telling you guys this from right now. Don't stop.
I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate
My
that.
guy.
And on top of that, I was taking 18 credits.
Oh shoot!
Shout out.
Y'all wildin'.
I'm a full-time college student. Shout out to the illustrious Bowie State University.
Okay.
I'm a senior. I'm a senior at Bowie State University.
Good.
I took 6 classes and worked part-time. Did that short film and did rehearsals with Indigo and Deaize. On top of that, I passed all my classes.
Hey, plug that in too.
So I didn't have a choice but to make this work. Because, first of all, it was too much going on around me. And I was just like, I can't fail. First of all, I'm too stressed out for this to fail. So it better work.
Right.
That was my mindset going into it. So, I just want to put that out. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm taking 14 credits now. It's not that stressful. And I graduate in December.
Hey, congratulations. Hey. Shout out to all the HBCUs, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Black History Month.
Black History Month, you know?
Perfect time.
I was waiting for Imani to shout out his school just now.
Aggie Pride?
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
I love that.
Yeah, shout out North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
You gotta say the agriculture.
And Morgan State University. They gave me my degree. So shout out
All my
to
sister
you
go
guys,
there. Shout out
Hey.
Bears.
Hey, Morgan Bears was good. All right, y'all. So, you good?
Let's
Good.
get
Let's
to
get
the
into the
music.
music. Let's get into the music, y'all. So we have a lot of singles that dropped this week, okay? And you guys just let me know if you guys heard them or not. We'll give you guys a little quick take on it. The first song, Rick Ross featuring Dwayne Wade.
Oh yeah, bro.
I heard
You sent me
about
that. I was like, D Wade.
Season Ticket Holder is the name of the track.
I didn't hear it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't hear it.
Don't worry, you don't need to listen to it.
Oh, it's not hot?
No. No, okay, so this is the problem.
It's not Ross. It better not be
It's
Ross.
not Ross. No.
Definitely not.
Because Ross bodies everything.
Yeah, this is definitely this is a summertime Miami night kind of vibe. Like this is definitely a great montage to the Miami Heat and reflecting on Dwayne Wade's career. I think it was a dope concept.
Right.
I did not want to hear Dwayne Wade rapping. Period.
It was that bad.
It was that bad. Like, okay,
It was just
automatically, Okay, this is just. I'm sorry, this is a stereotype, but I can't help it. When I see a NBA player featured on a hip hop song, I'm automatically looking at it like this is about to be corny. You know what I mean? So I'm going to prejudge it because all the other
Master P.
people. Master P
Time
different
out.
though.
He's a legend though. Yeah,
Master
P is in a whole nother lane.
He's not in the other lane with that. Now, I'm talking about the Shaquille O'Neals, the R.I.P. Kobe.
Hold on, Damian
I was
Lillard
about to
is
say,
fire.
Damian is fire.
Hold
Facts.
on,
He's
can
fire.
I say
Yeah,
something?
you gotta check him out.
Kobe's joint with Brian McKnight and Destiny Child. Don't play with Kobe in the lyrics. No, seriously, I listened to
I heard
Kobe
about that.
bodied the track. Man, R.I.P. to Kobe and his
R.I.P.
baby girl,
Kobe.
dog.
Yeah,
But
R.I.P.
like Kobe, I listened to the was it the Say My Name remix?
I don't-
Was it Say My
It
Name?
was.
Look,
I've
all right,
seen
with
it come
Kobe,
up.
but
I
it was
think
just
it might have
appropriate
been.
for the song, in my opinion. It wasn't that hard. Like, it was just good for the song.
No,
That's all I gotta say.
but what I'm
That's all I gotta say.
but what I'm saying is his flow wasn't awkward though. Like
It wasn't.
if you didn't know that Kobe wasn't a basketball player, you would have thought he was just a rapper because the flow was effortless. That's just my opinion when I heard it.
And I don't want to stop. I don't want to like completely hardly critique all the people who want to venture off and do multiple bags. I support that. Grab as many bags as you can.
I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
many bags as you can.
grab as many as you can and get the hell up out of there. You know what I mean? but this ain't it. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair.
This just not it. And
I gotta hear it.
And low key, I don't know. Dwayne Wade could just be getting on my nerves this week. Like he in the news too much. I think I need the Dwayne Wade chill pill right now. I just need him to. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
What about you, Chad? Did you listen to this?
It was decent. I agree with you. I wouldn't say he did bad rapping. It was just weird hearing him. Like, it's like, he wasn't meant to rap. Yeah. It's like, okay, why are you rapping? Like,
Why are you rapping?
He's doing like the ad lib and the shout out to
This is awkward.
So you think you think it was written for him? Like,
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
was.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Respect.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He said, "Come on
Come on,
now."
man. If I see a writer credit and it said Dwayne Wade, I'ma laugh.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. Okay.
Let's move on though. I'm about that. I'm about that because we got some other good songs on here. Joel Santana, 23-1.
It was cool.
This was beyond cool.
I
Stop
didn't
it.
hear it.
It was
Stop
cool.
it. So this song right here was a, Joel Santana's still locked up right now.
Yeah,
For real?
fact.
Yeah, he's still locked up. And basically, you guys don't know what 23-1 is. Obviously, you get locked up. You're in, you're in the hole for 23 hours, and then you get to go outside for 1 hour, which is just, for a human being, that's just not natural.
Facts.
So, just going back to, the prison system and them not treating people like human beings in there because the 13th Amendment. But we're not going to go back into that. Basically, Joel Santana was just speaking his piece. He was talking about his son, who is only 14 years old, but is growing up so fast, pretty much taking charge, being the man in the house. And just some words that his son said to him just really touched him. So, made a grown man cry. Pretty much there's a son like, I miss you, Dad. I want you to come home. Wish I could dap you up.
Mm-hmm.
And, Joel Santana pretty much locked up for basically some shit that he didn't even really do. You know what I mean? Basically, I think it was like a gun charge or something like that. He was
Airport or something.
yes, yeah. He was like, man, if that was my gun would be bigger, but it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
But
Wow.
right. But it's still the fact that this man's locked up, probably for some bullshit, which is, the norm, unfortunately, for our community and everything. So I really like what this song was touching on. I like the fact Meek Mill actually opened up for him. Meek Mill pretty much it wasn't a feature, he wasn't rapping, he was just introducing the song pretty much, and I thought that was really dope. Yeah. And shout out, I forgot to use his name, but she actually put me on to this song, and she definitely wanted us to listen to it and talk about it on the show. So I appreciate you for sending me the song so we can listen to it. So yeah. Moving on, I'm gonna get to some music you guys do know in a minute. Don't worry.
Because I don't know none of this.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't know this one, I think. We're gonna skip over that one.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Weeknd.
Okay.
After Hours.
Okay.
Oh, you
It's
guys,
his whole album.
You guys don't like The Weeknd.
No. I love
Okay,
The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd.
okay.
No,
Let me
we're
tell
not
you something.
slandering Weeknd.
Let me say something. I still bump Trilogy to this day. Come on.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm busy as hell.
Okay,
So nothing
yeah.
new ain't been on my radar.
Gotcha.
I'm being so serious.
Is that the whole album, though, or is it
It's-
just a single?
It's just a single.
Okay.
So I was upset because The Weeknd has been playing with our emotions ever since December.
Facts. Facts.
He dropped, Heartless and Blinding Lights. And
Those are the two that I heard.
Yeah. So they've been killing it for these past 2-3 months now, and it was rumored that his album was supposed to drop in February.
Push back. Facts. I'm shocked.
So he came out with a bunch of, like Instagram posts, stuff like that. He dropped the album title After Hours, and then he said it's not being released till March 20th. Motherfucker. But he gave us a new song, and it's called After Hours. And it's a 6-minute track. And if you like Trilogy, if you like Kissland, if you like Someone Beauty Behind the Madness, if you like that old Weeknd, this is for you.
That girl put in work, girl put in work.
Hey, you better. Hey.
Girl put in, let me tell you something. That done got me through a couple of nights when niggas pissed me off. You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. Yeah, I love The Weeknd and his sound. He's honestly my favorite R&B artist right now.
He's up there for sure.
Yeah.
He's
That man
probably
is-
the hottest out.
Yeah, he's
tough.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's killing it right now. And
He's almost like a rapper. You know
for
what I mean?
real.
Like his
He can rap too.
facts. That's what I'm saying. Like
he
I've
got
seen him on
bars.
a couple songs where he out rapping rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's just
Tough.
always been a talented artist. And like I said, this song right here is incredible. It's old Weeknd. He's giving you that reminder again. It's like, hey, I'm still that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm checking it out.
Yeah,
as soon as we leave.
Definitely play that joint. That switch up is crazy. It's 6 minutes long, so the first 2 minutes is like the interlude, but when it breaks down, it's goosebumps. Anyway, what do
I
you think?
agree with you. I love it.
Hold on, can I say
It's incredible.
something?
Go ahead.
You know how you say like the switch of the song?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about when life is good.
Oh, yeah.
Dog,
Okay.
like if you like the way
Okay.
Future wrote the beat, like that joint really like give me chills.
Right.
Like I be
Right.
in the car really, I'm like, damn, I'm toxic too. Like,
Chill.
You know what? I want to give some respect to Drake, man. I think he has one of the best switch up songs. You know what I mean? When you think about Sicko Mode, you think
stop
about Life
playing
is
with
Good.
that man, Drake.
Yeah, and that
Stop
man's
playing with him.
yeah, that man's pen is sharp too. You know what I mean? People be playing with that.
I don't
man's
know
pen.
why people like to discredit Drake. I don't.
'Cause he
I
likes
don't
it.
get it.
He's from Canada. Okay? Like, he was on Degrassi. He got a wheelchair. You know what I mean? That's basically what it was. You know what I mean? They think they can play with the boy. But, yeah. The Weeknd, After Hours, fire. Do you want to talk about these right here?
What's that, bro?
Tyler, the Creator?
Oh yeah, I can't even read this, bro.
Tyler got some new stuff.
Group
Yeah.
B. Oh, Group B
B.
was this was a track with no hook. It was just him like just rapping, like old Tyler, and it was
Reminded me
over.
of Potato Salad. You guys ever heard that joke with him and
Fire.
A$AP
Yeah.
Rocky?
Fire.
My joint is sandwiches.
Oh
That-
yeah, that joint crazy.
There's this one demonic line that I do not like.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it. My mama will rebuke that real quick. But
The holy water.
right, but sandwiches. God, that beat, that production
Yeah.
is ridiculous, bro.
Tyler's an animal.
I just really like that sample on that song. Like the sample just by itself is really great.
I really
It's
feel
called
like
Group B. You said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Group
Group
B,
B.
and he has another one called Best Interest. And
That interest is that joint is like that. It reminds me of one of the tracks off of Flower Boy.
yeah,
That joint is like that.
but okay, this could just be me and my creative ideas, but these two songs honestly are the same song. I don't understand why they separated it. This really could have been put together as one big track. Honestly,
Okay.
like, they were both only 1 minute and 50 seconds long. Put them together as a 4-minute track. They sound the same.
They don't sound the same
they sound
at
the same.
all. Nah, they don't sound the same at all. It was definitely different vibes.
Go listen to that.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway,
Nah, it's-
all right. So let's get into some music from you guys. I would love to hear who you guys are playing and listening to right now. So starting with Alanna.
Oh, I'm still bumping Lil Kim hardcore.
Lil Kim?
Hey.
Period. I was bumping Lil Kim
Hey.
coming over
Lil'
here.
Lady
Kim.
hanging.
I'm not hardcore album from top to bottom.
She got classic albums.
I do not play about Kimberly Jones,
Oh
dog.
shit, the gun.
I do not. This is my issue with people my age and a little bit older than me. Give credit where credit is due, please.
Yeah.
If it were not for Miss Kimberly, Trina, and Foxy Brown, this current sound that you hear amongst women would not be a thing.
What do you think took so long for this to happen? Because I was just thinking about, okay, yes, you had Little Kim, and then you have, the Foxy Browns, the Trinas, the Eves, all these women coming out. And then it felt like it was a cold period for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I think, this is my theory, amongst record labels, I don't think record labels felt like
they were that marketable.
If they weren't that marketable anymore.
Just at a random point.
It just stopped. And here come, I love Nicki. Absolutely adore her.
Me too.
I was listening to Roman's Revenge too when I was on 301 coming up here. Like it's crazy. I was literally bumping Nicki's first album. Pink Friday. Pink Friday is absolutely insane. It's about to be 10 years since it came out.
And it still sounds like it could be dropped tomorrow.
Pink Friday. Pink Friday is one of my favorite albums of my childhood, dog. Like Pink Friday go hard, and then Hardcore by Lil Kim. Like,
do you feel like Lil Kim gets the respect from at least her peers, like the Nickis, the Cardis, the other newer women?
Not the female peers.
Not
think so?
I definitely think more men give her credit than women do. Like Kimberly go hard, dog.
I feel like didn't her and Nicki do something together, or were they beafing or something?
They was beefing for a long time. My bad. Long time.
My bad.
As somebody who is a fan of hip hop, I just want people to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it wasn't for Trina, Lil Kim, and Foxy, this current popular sound that you hear amongst young female MCs now, it wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for Kimberly, Trina, and Foxy. That's just my opinion. And my thing is like, the proof is there.
That's facts.
It just wouldn't be the way we are allowed to be explicit and vulgar. The way men have been able to be explicit and vulgar for so long.
Forever, yeah.
Lil' Kim made that cool. And wasn't nobody bothering her about it.
Right.
This was the first woman to have live sex on her album. I wouldn't do that. But what I'm saying is, she was that bold to do that. Yeah. And she made it okay.
Right.
So, yeah.
Got to tip your cap.
Also, I'm sorry. I just want to give a shout out to my man's Takeoff from Migos.
Oh, okay.
My dog does not get the credit he deserves.
Underrated.
Takeoff goes hard, dog. Like,
I really do feel bad for him.
People don't be catching the bars when it comes to Takeoff. They really don't. Like,
it goes over their heads.
Takeoff is so talented. Offset is too. Like Violation Freestyle. Yeah. That's my favorite Offset joint.
Yeah, I feel like with Migos, they all have their own style, right? And it just works together. Like Quavo's voice is definitely. He's the hook master. He's the hook master. Offset definitely is going to give you bars. Takeoff's going to give you bars. I feel like maybe with Takeoff's voice just sounds a little bit sometimes too lax, and maybe that's why
it's effortless.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's not even breaking a sweat.
That man cool with the kid, cop it. Rich nigga shit, stop it. Like that nigga.
The flow though.
It's vicious.
Nobody flows like Takeoff. Like Takeoff got to be like right now within the past like 2 to 3 years, I would put Takeoff. I'd put Takeoff between top 10, top 15.
Of rappers of all time? Or
No.
You gotta be specific.
I don't want you to come out here and be like, what she said?
No, but before I said that, like within the past 2 years.
Gotcha.
Because everything Takeoff is on, he completely bodies it. Like the joint that they did with Steve Aoki, Nightfall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
People do not know.
People don't know about the and Takeoff's verse is the last verse, and he snapped.
His album was dope too. Like when they all did this, when they all did their solo project.
Yeah, it was a solid.
People saying Set had the best one.
Offset.
They said the Set because it made you feel everything. I didn't believe it either till I listened to it, yo. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta go back to that.
Deaize, we gotta ask you too, man. So, what are you listening to right now? What is your
So I was over here in the segment earlier,
Okay.
and Chad is correct. And the hottest thing in the
here we
street
go.
is that Pop Smoke, sir.
Okay.
The hottest thing in the
Fire.
street
I mean,
is
okay,
that Pop
okay.
Smoke.
Fire.
All right. R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
Definitely
Yes.
R&B, straight up.
But Roddy Ricch is still, to me, on fire.
yeah.
Like I don't feel like anybody has really like diminished his fire yet.
Ooh, okay, all right. Nah, for real.
Ooh.
Yes, but okay, no. Roddy Ricch's album is fire.
It is.
It's fire,
Yeah.
right? It's great.
Right.
But I think right now, with the combination of his death
Mhm.
and the, fact that we're kind of just now accepting that we're not going to get this anymore, and this album did kind of just come out, it's
Wow.
still taking me a second to get off this joint because
Right.
it's hot.
It is hot.
Every song
Yes,
is pretty
every
much a
song.
banger.
The
yo,
only
like-
the only issue I have with Pop Smoke, his sound, he could only be played in a certain environment. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I can respect that.
That's fair.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when I'm looking at these artists, I was like, okay, what is the song or what's the album that can be played almost anywhere or like in any environment? That's really what's going to give you the most spins. But Pop Smoke is definitely a dope MC. I definitely enjoy the music and everything, but I just don't see him being played everywhere at any time.
I can
You
respect
know what I
that.
mean? And that's the only thing. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm perfectly fine with the
Having
lane.
a lane,
Yeah,
yeah.
with having that lane. I'm respecting that lane. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
And that's is what it is. You know what I mean? When that set come on in the club, stuff like that, I'm gonna be rocking to it. But
Christian Dior.
yeah.
Ah, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. I work at a grocery store in the produce department, okay?
And what would happen if you heard "Welcome to the Party"? Come on, that's
Niggas
They're going
play-
crazy.
niggas
oh
play-
shit! What
Talking
grocery store you work
about-
at?
No, I work in the back because I don't deal
Okay.
with customers. Niggas play that out loud, and we be back there like, oh my god.
Hey, yeah.
Like hitting the dances, yo.
We,
It's
right,
real,
right.
yeah.
we be back there cutting
Facts.
up, like black. I'm shocked that you said it took you so long to like so much fun.
I know.
I'm a little
I know. I know.
We
I
gotta
know.
go back to that. That's important.
All right.
Extremely
All right,
important,
all right,
sir.
All right.
'Cause I'm a
So
big-
look,
Zach right now.
I respect Young Thug and what he brings to the hip hop culture now. I definitely, especially now, because I feel like he really has matured as an artist. I like where he's maturing too. So much fun at first, it just didn't grab me. Like to me, a great album has to be from start to finish. I don't want to skip a song. You know what I mean? So
I didn't.
okay, I did.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? And it's just because it just
He is.
it didn't resonate with me. But continuing to play it and really starting to digest what he's saying, I'm like, oh, I just didn't get it at first. You know what I mean? Because he raps in cursive. So,
Pretty much, yeah,
so it takes a while to digest them for me because it's just not, my ears are just not used to it, honestly.
So let me ask you this, right?
Mhm.
In my humble opinion,
Yeah.
I think So Much Fun was the best album in 2019, undisputedly. And I feel like you said that you sat with it, you know what I'm saying? And it grew on you. So can you support my claim?
No.
What was my top one?
We did
did a list.
Yeah, we
You
did
did a
do
list?
we did have a top 10.
I had him at the second one.
Second, what was number one?
Who did I have number one?
Damn.
I can't.
Because
remember.
2019 was an off year.
Yeah,
you
it
know what
was.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
And it
Oh,
was
I know.
like,
I had the baby.
Really?
Yeah, I had the
Oh
baby
yeah, I didn't
with
have
Kurt.
that on there.
I had the baby with Kurt. 'Cause
I didn't have him on
the
my
baby,
list.
the baby had the best 2019.
When it comes-
overall,
when it
but
comes-
not album.
That's
not
what,
album.
Thank you. That's where I'm
Baby-
Not album.
The baby's
That's
Kirk
where I
album
was
is
coming
It's
insane.
the competition is
From
album, my
start
guy.
to finish, Kurt is a fucking banger. It slaps.
No,
Like,
sir.
it's
There's songs
from
that you can
intro-
skip. There's
Definitely.
songs that you
Like
can
what?
skip.
Definitely.
My
Intro,
guy.
Bop.
The whole second half is like, you just lost me after
Nikki-
Ghetto Gospel.
Nikki snapped on that joint too. Nicki's verse.
I
on
No,
that
that's a
song.
good verse. No, facts.
Yeah,
Facts. That's a
she
good song.
definitely snapped.
That's one of the better songs in the second half. But
Oh.
overall,
But there
come
was,
on,
there was some
money.
other people too. I just could not discredit. First of all, the baby dropped 2 albums in 1 year. His song "Suge" went #1 in multiple platinums.
You do know most of those songs were carryovers, though.
Yeah, and that's fun. Though actually they weren't, because remember Kirk was inspired from his father's passing.
Okay.
That's why he named the album Kirk.
No, I'm talking about the joint before. I'm talking about the joint before.
Baby.
Some of those were carryovers from earlier mixtapes.
Yeah. I mean, he was just getting started, but I'm just saying, as a complete rollout as a whole for that artist, he really did that. You know what I mean? Like, he really did do that. And Young Thug is there, man. Like, I don't want to discredit Young Thug. So Much Fun was definitely right there. If I'm not mistaken, I'm probably put him at like number 4.
Oh, I know who I am my number 1. Post Malone.
Yeah,
he's just underrated, though. That's, I mean,
Post
I can see that.
Post Malone.
Post Malone hip hop, and they be singing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why
it was just good musically to me. Like,
okay.
It was just, really good music.
Oh my God, we've been rapping. We only got 5 minutes left. Okay.
Wait, we didn't get Indigo. Who
what you banging? What's on your playlist?
So I'm not a music person.
Okay.
So it takes me a long time to listen to albums.
Okay.
But my favorite artist is A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Okay. I actually I respect that. I like Boogie a lot. I like his sound. I like his style.
Y'all like his last album he did?
Artist
The new
2.0.
one?
I'm not gonna lie. It's only a few
Or the
songs I
last
like.
one?
He has a new one called Artist 2.0 right now.
I started it.
It's a lot. He's a rare breed because he's a new artist, young guy, and he dropped like 20 songs. I'm just like, what are you doing? You don't have time for this.
You don't like long albums?
Yeah, he like bro, why'd you do this to me?
Okay.
Like, but anyway, I definitely could take a strong 5 songs out of there and put it on my playlist though, because I do like a lot of his music. Mood Swings is my shit.
Oh.
I love Mood Swings. It's crazy.
I like Reply with Lil
Reply, yes sir,
Yeah.
yes sir.
That whole album's
That's the
amazing.
jump. That's the jump right
Yeah,
there.
that jump.
Man, okay, we're gonna do some rapid fire top shit. Just to highlight and touch on just a few things real quick. See if we can get this out. Did any of you guys see the NAACP award, Image Awards?
Highlights
my
of
bad.
it.
I didn't watch it.
I just think that I definitely want to just touch on it real briefly, just because I feel like us as Black people should definitely support our own award shows more. Instead of being upset with the Grammys and the Oscars for always doing this dirty and stuff like
Nah,
that,
that's real.
Right.
we might as well give that same level of respect to our own stuff, because we can make school. We define the culture. We tell the world what's cool. So why not do it here? And I think it's dope that you have women like Rihanna, women like Lizzo, women like Angela Bassett, like Janelle Monáe, all representing, different areas. Lizzo's more in the pop scene. Rihanna is on another planet with her situation. Angela Bassett's out here doing movies, and it's just to see all this beautiful, Black people just coming together, all supporting each other, doing one thing. I thought was really dope to see at that magnitude and that level. And then I'm a Marvel head too. I'm just going to point this out.
Oh my gosh.
I love
me
Marvel.
too.
I love Marvel. You ready for Black Widow?
I don't really care for Natasha like that.
Oh snap!
I don't. My guys. Hello.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't. I don't
You got
play.
Captain America
I
as a
don't play
screen.
This is
about.
Black History Month.
I don't-
man.
Right.
A Black Widow not black.
Come on, Black Panther. Hold on, Black Panther.
You can have Captain America's black now. Sam got the
Okay,
shield.
okay. Well, shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
I just want to count out. He will forever have my heart. Period. Shout out to Chris Evans. Hey, Stink, you killed it in
She
Knives
said,
Out.
"Hey, Stink."
Okay, you killed it in Knives Out. I hope he
Now
sees
is he
this.
gonna see this?
I hope
Hey,
he
you're
see
funny.
this.
If anybody else watched the Image Awards and are Marvel fans, I know you guys peeped this. They had Electro, Captain Marvel, Killmonger, Drax, M'Baku, and Queen Mother all on the same screen, and they were trying to pretend like they were just doing regular stuff. They had a whole Marvel casting for like the whole segment. But
Period.
okay, anyway, I
Tough,
know.
man.
No, that is tough.
It's tough.
Shout out to Rihanna for receiving the President's Award. I'm so sorry I don't have the time to go over everything that she has done, but Rihanna is an incredible human being, first of all. I did not know all of the things that she's been doing
amazing.
since day one.
Yeah.
Since she was 16 years old, before Ponda Replay got her first spin, she was out here in the trenches, you know what I mean? Like with these people, building homes. She built homes in Senegal and Africa. She built schools over there. She's done so much in Barbados and in the Caribbean and here. It's just the amount of stuff that she's done. I don't have the time to mention it, but definitely look it up. Shout out to Rihanna for just
speech.
being. Yeah, the speech was amazing. Yeah.
She told
Pull up.
That's
it.
She said, y'all want to enjoy our culture, you need to pull up when we got the problems too.
Exactly.
Look about my girl Deaize Stallion, dog.
I know.
Talk about Meg.
I'm running through your nigga house like a Tomb Raider. You gotta pass it around, nigga. He a hot potato. I told him, eat it, don't get out. That's your ultimatum. But don't look at my pussy on. That's your aggravator. Oh, here, I just want to eat me up from time to time.
This happened on set too, so.
He can't compare me to none of these bitches. I got that Beyonce, that dream girl, that listen, freak.
Oh my God.
Couple bras eater. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
That was really good, man.
About my girl Megan P. And she in college. Like,
Shout out to Stallion of Megan's. Yeah, I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not gonna hold you. She like anime. She be rapping, and she going to school. Like, yeah, shout out to the Megan. The
my girl
Stallions.
Doja Cat.
Don't even be.
Don't play.
I know.
Play with my coochie. Don't play with my emotions.
She was balling on the live the other day. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I didn't.
Doja
Oh,
Cat.
she did say something.
She was on coke, bro.
Shout out Doja Cat. She just been added to the lineup of lovers and friends. We can't talk about that too much now because we gotta go because we got another show to do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Top Hill Podcast episode 22. I just want to say special shout out and thank you so much to Miss Alanna Hunt, to Mr. Deaize Wiggins, and to Miss Indigo Artis, sorry, my bad. Thank you guys so much for coming to Top Hill and telling us about you guys, your story, and the short film Penmanship. Where can they find you guys? Plug y'all little IGs and whatever, and tell them where to find the movie.
Gain some followers.
You can follow me on Instagram at Spoken by Lana, SpokenByLanna.
Just Deaize on Twitter. That's DEAIZE. And on IG is just_Deaize. DEAIZE.
You can find me on Instagram at indigo.artis, indigo.artis. Yeah.
All right. Hey, well, that's Top Hill episode 22. I'm Money Boss.
I'm Chad Visionaire.
And we out.
Peace. Top.
We out.
I love y'all, man.
That was so much fun.
I was going to say the wrong.
Nope.